Hi, I am just on a walk with my little baby boy and I have some thoughts I wanted to share. I know there's a lot of people worried about what's going on in the government. It's not like there's something new, that there's something wrong. I don't want to go into details because it may happen in the future. There may be other things, but anyway, I just wanted to give some hope, especially those who are on EBT or SNAP or whatever. Me and my husband are, and I'm not worried. And this is why I am making this video, for people who are worried. Not just that, there's lots of problems in the world, but I want you to know that you don't need to be afraid. You don't need to be scared if your faith is in God. And when I say that, I'm not saying things will turn out how necessarily you want, like the natural man wants, but things will work out for your good if you trust him. Just from my experience, you don't go through hard things when you have faith in God that he will bless you, unless you need them, or God needs his plan to work out a certain way for you. But it will benefit you, and you don't need to be afraid. Anything that you go through, God can heal. But not just that, our faith does need to be tested. That's why we came to this earth. It's for us to learn to walk by faith and for our faith to be tested. And so this could be a part of your test, but if it's not a part of your test, just know that God's going to take care of you and you don't need to be afraid. And I'll share one recent experience. We were short on our rent this month, and just because of my husband's job, his client canceled a couple more times than anyway. The point being is we were pretty short. We were short like I can't remember how much, but it was in the hundreds, and we were short on our rent. And I told him not to worry. I'm like, it's okay, God will have faith, or God if you have faith in God, God will provide. And he's like, okay. And he has a side job that he does Uber and Papa Pal, and he does those work when his client cancels, but it doesn't pay as much. So it helps, but it's not usually as much as we need. And so anyway, he took some of those jobs and he did it, and we were still short after doing the extra work. But not too long after, before rent was due, our apartment manager called him and said, hey, actually I don't remember the details that happened, but the gist was we had $200 off of our rent. And just things like that will happen. If you have faith, they'll happen. You're not going to go starving because you don't have EBT. Yeah, there's a lot of people in this. I think there's thousands or millions of people on it in the US on EBT. We get, I think, about $500. That's pretty much mostly what we rely on to eat food. So it's like saying, oh, we're gonna have to go starving. And I'm like, well, we have food in our pantry, and there's the bishop storehouse for a reason. It's not like the churches doesn't have money. You can reach out to your bishop, just tell them hey, I don't have enough money. Or if you have savings in your savings account, that's what that savings is for. It's for emergencies. Hold on one second. Gotta be careful crossing the street. It's a little bit more busy. Gotta be cautious with my little baby boy. He's so cute. I wish I could. I don't know how to switch it back and forth while it's recording. Maybe I'll learn that. But anyways, I just don't want you to be afraid. And that's what this is about. I actually want to mention, it's actually the devil's intention to scare us. That's why he's doing everything that he's doing. That's why he's tempting people and tempting them to do things like shootings. Why would that be a temptation to a good person? Why would they do that? But then we get tempted by things that we're like, why would I say something unkind to my husband? Why would I be tempted? I love my husband. But but that's what we're here, is to feel, okay, now we know what it's like. Now we know what evil feels like, and now I can make a different choice. And me and my husband practice that all the time in the way we talk to each other. And honestly, it's like, yeah, we've really had to fight the adversary recently. He's just been trying to get us down. And you put your faith in God. That's how you overcome. That's how you overcome all your doubts and all your fears and all your pride. Anything that is not a Christ-like attribute, that's how you overcome all of it. Anyway, there's a lot of things I could talk about. I hope that wasn't too mixed up. But I just hope that you find encouragement. My baby wants to say hi. Here you go. You want to say hi? He was saying something. He got quiet now that you see. Hi. Anyway, I hope that helps your day.